So why, so why, so why, so why, so why, so why.
De Feminist Lab is een organisatie van de Vrouwenraad. We zien vandaag dat er een heleboel nieuw, jong feministisch geweld naar boven komt. We hebben bekende stemmen zoals een Emma Watson of Beyoncé of Chimamanda Ngozi. Zijn bekende namen, maar er zijn miljoenen jonge feministen die ook een stem laten horen. We hebben vrouwen met een handicap, vrouwen met een migrantenachtergrond, vrouwen met gekleurde huid, vrouwen met hijab. Allemaal staan ze recht en zeggen we zijn hier en we hebben iets te vertellen. En we willen eigenlijk een ander soort maatschappij. We willen een betere samenleving. En we willen die nieuwe jonge stemmen in de samenleving een stem geven. En als het ware een luidspreker, een megafoon. En dat is precies wat de Feminist Lab gaat doen. Een safe space voor al die jonge feministen om met elkaar te discussiëren, uit te wisselen, elkaar te versterken, ideeën op te doen en eigenlijk hun activisme meer vol te geven en hen nog sterker te maken in hun activistisch beleid. We gaan ervoor en we hopen dat de Feminist Lab een mijlpaal wordt in de geschiedenis.
You don't know me, I don't know who you are, but I know that you live with me under these stars. Oh, I don't know you, you don't know who we are, but I'm on your team, you can throw me the ball.
It's an umbrella organization of women's organizations that exists since 1905, so it's already a long time. So I think I can learn, or we can learn from you, and you can learn from us.
So it's the image that we project that is also reflected in this room. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm very sure that some feminists that could be in this space didn't come or didn't apply because they felt like, what if it is a space of white feminists? So I think our image goes against that.
Mm-hmm. It's important to reach out. It's important to bring the experiences in this group or in other group. And it's a challenge, it's not easy.
To bring a project or an idea, an initiative, maybe your thesis topic, the future of the FemLab, anything that you want to bring, that you would love to spend the next hour and a half on.
And I'm one of the facilitators of this FemLab 2018, and I find this the most wonderful and beautiful work to do. Because I find it really important to bring groups of people, especially young people and especially women, together into a space that they can have the kind of conversations that they need to have. And the kind of way that we create a learning space is that it's very interactive, it's very participatory. We really build on their own personal stories and how they can take that out into the world. So we don't have any lectures, we don't have any PowerPoints, but rather we just have ourselves that we bring into the conversation. So there's a lot of talking, but not only talking just for the sake of talking, but really to get to action and to get to a better understanding of what is the system that we are part of and how can we make interventions in that system. So it touches me to see that there's these young people that are really engaged with the state of the world today and their society that they're part of and that they want to create changes.
I'm both here to support and guide, but to be in learning together with you.
One example is something that's called open space methodology, and they're actually right now in the middle of that. So they've just proposed a couple of different sessions or topics and questions that they want to have conversations about, and then they went into small groups. And this is really a great example of self-organization, where we go away from the hierarchical decision making, but rather we tap into the collective knowledge and wisdom that's in a group and the creativity that flows from when we allow people to follow their passion and follow their responsibility. And it's magical to see what happens when we're in a space like that.
All right, we got some good ones already. You can have some more, I think. are we bringing in this space? So we wanted to propose first to talk about the systems of oppression.
I'm really happy to be here because I'm a young feminist myself, and to me this is the one way, maybe the best way to hear about young feminist voices is to really give them the space to express what is important for them, beyond what is considered as important in the traditional feminist movement. And that's what makes this space so powerful. I really hope that this is the first and not the last of the FemLab, because we need more spaces like this in Belgium and in other places as well, to have young feminists getting together and getting stronger together, exchanging experience and methods, because the feminist movement can only be richer if we incorporate more voices of young feminists. Something that is really important for us when facilitating the space of the FemLab 2018 is to bring intersectionality into the conversation and to bring it from the beginning. So we've really designed the program in a way that allows to have an intersectional perspective on feminism, allows to deconstruct relationships of power, dynamics of power, in order for everyone in the room to be able to express themselves and bring what they want to bring, but also to stay open as to what are the voices that cannot be part of the room now, but should be part in the room eventually.
The most important topic nowadays is racism, anti-Muslim, anti-immigrants. And there are many other different, very important topics, but if I have to choose, I would say, also, as I follow a bit only the Belgian politics, I think this must be the key topic for the future.
Yeah. We realize it's really quite sexist, this idea that all bad things in the world, except hope, were let out because of a woman's curiosity.
All things under the sun are one, are one. All things under the sun are one, are one. All things under the sun, all things under the sun are one. All things under the sun, all things under the sun are one. Like satellites, satellites, we are gonna find our way. All things under the sun.
I'm at the Feminist Lab because I wanted to learn and meet other feminists to make a change happen, to see how other people tackle injustices they see. And so far it's great because I've met a lot of people who share opinions, who have new insights for me, and we're only halfway there, so I'm really looking forward for the rest of the Feminist Lab to go on. I'm definitely going to be keeping in touch with other people who I met here to share ideas and maybe actually organize things. I have learned to rethink things I think about myself, which is very useful because I tend to drag myself down, and I've really just been given the tools to look at myself and stop thinking I'm not good enough. Like, no, you are good enough. You just need to change the way you think and then change the world.
Racist, and it's really difficult to stop these biases. And even if you are anti-racist, I mean, we are all anti-racist, I hope I know, but still you may have some privileges that you do still have and you're not aware of. So it's not just about men, it's about all of us, I guess. Yeah.
There are many feminists. I don't know if you know Mahmoud. It's like the whole theory is so eye-opening for many, and I think like that kind of topics are so important nowadays that we need to like value it more and like give more attention to it.
Maybe the discussion is going to be fast. So I don't know what else there. You guys looked. I just think maybe there's something else beyond the toolbox that other people might want to stress. So just maybe also to give space to that, because of course there's a toolbox, but maybe there are other needs.
I'm having a really good time. I'm here because
I consider myself feminist, I have for years, and it just seems like a really great opportunity. I'm also here because I wanted to revive my enthusiasm a little bit, because I've noticed that the recent year or something, I've been getting kind of tired of always getting into a discussion. It can become very negative and tiresome. And it's actually really working for me. I already feel it's like a good positive vibe here with a lot of discussions, interesting discussions, without that it becomes disrespectful and tiring like it can in the outside world.
Is actually sit together, because we have the opportunity to sit together with our rector, with our vice-rector, the people who actually make the policies, and have like a constructive talk with them, because since we're often in like the position of anger and the position of frustration, it's sometimes difficult to remember that they also have a lot of goodwill, and that if we talk to them and know exactly what they expect and how they expect us to prepare files, to prepare projects, to prepare proposals, then it's going to be way easier to get it done.
Being here for me is mostly important because it shows women coming together and talking about their experiences, their difficulties, but also their strength. And I think it's very nice to finally talk about these things and really get concrete tools to actually fight the disadvantages that you face or the struggles that you have within your activism, within that help you to obtain your goals. I think having also an all-female environment to focus on feminism can be a real advantage, because it allows you to create a sphere where you can create this network with women. Of course, men are also important, but sometimes it's also important to just have this space where you can just be only with women and work on feminism only with women who go through similar experiences, really understand where you're coming from and take that seriously and won't question you in the first place, but will focus on helping you and looking at how you can fix the issues that you face.
I commit to
go on with the feminist.
Take care of myself.
I commit to using this
I commit myself to always have my door open for women.
Using my privilege and my talents to lift myself up and lift other women up.
To find these people who are out there.
More active.
I commit to speak up for
I commit
other
to interact
and
more.
letting go what doesn't serve me.
I commit to be more vocal and confident about
I commit
my
to providing
feminism.
a community for people.
I commit to a life where activism has always
Commit to
a part in
going
it.
home and not letting
To be
things
more
go that happen
self-confident.
here.
I commit to listen more to people.
I commit to use what I've learned these past days.
How I can use my privilege.
To be grateful for this and for...
To doubt less and to speak out more.
I commit to really listen to myself and to others.
I want to commit to really bringing intersectionality.
I commit to speak up and stand up and be courageous, even when it's not easy.
To ask something
invite you to go and write anything that you want to share with people.
Room 17 is the Kardashians. Yes, like every part of their life is.
I prefer not to be photographed in my bed. But it's our feminist